Everyone. No, it's been a few days. Look at all this rain and devastation. I'm gonna go walking because it looks like it's gonna go rain some more. My feet are already killing me. Let's do it. It's been very uneventful since the last time I posted. Well, I say that. It's been uneventful in the physical. Alright. My emotions and everything. Roller coaster. Alright. It's crazy. But, but, things are getting better. Um, I got a new watch, right? It's nicer. It matches my belt. I don't know if you guys can see that. I know I showed off my whiteness. Hope it wasn't too bright for you guys. Anyways, um, what happened to my old watch? It broke. After almost 5 years of wearing that watch, that's what it feels like. It feels like I've had that watch for 5 years. After 5 years of wearing that watch, I don't know where to step. I'm gonna go around it and hope to God I don't get mud all inside of my shoes, because these are my good shoes. I wore them to town today. But my watch that I've had for 5 years, moving jobs on and off, all kinds of devastating destruction, scratched up to hell and back, could still see it, got destroyed by a thermometer. Not a thermometer, a thermostat. Got destroyed by it, taken out by a lonely little thermostat on a wall. Imagine the amount of pain and devastation in my heart when it got taken out by that thermostat. That so many memories happened in that watch. I almost never took that thing off for a long time. Then I realized that was kind of unsanitary. And it was like a diving watch too, and it glowed in the dark, and it was analog. It actually looked cool. So it was like a one of a kind watch. I thought I'd never find one like that. I didn't. The only one that came even close to that was like $80. I bought that one for like 20 at Walmart. So I bought this one for like 20, maybe 30 because of shipping. I don't do digital watches. Digital watches aren't for me, you know, because I can't see them during the day, and then at night, like I can barely see them at night as well, unless I click the little light and the light doesn't last long enough. Whatever. This one I can clearly see during the day, but at night I still have to shine a flashlight on it. It doesn't glow in the dark. But you know, for me, it was a psychological, metaphorical reason to get a new watch. I mean, think about it. I've had my last watch for 5 years. It broke on a thermostat, but I could have fixed it. I could put it back together and tried to keep wearing it and putting it back together every time it fell apart. Or I could have bought a new watch and started everything new. And, you know, new hair, new watch, new job. Just figured it was time. It was time to start moving forward. So I went ahead and got a new watch to symbolize how I'm going to just keep moving forward and keep everything level, stable, you know. That being said, it's been a pretty fun ride. So, I was going to do a vlog over this weekend because I was in Mandeville with my cousins. They're not really my cousins, but they're my cousins. Um, I was over there. I was going to do a vlog with them, but then one of them had to go off to work, and then we just got caught up watching Austin Powers because they hadn't seen it. So I wanted to show him the first one, and the second one, and the third one, which I got in my crate of movies, and they're awesome. And if you haven't seen them, you need to. They're pretty funny. I believe that Fat Bastard is a Shrek version that isn't full of humility, because he knows he's mad sexy. He is not afraid to tell you that. But other than that, I took care of my transcripts while I was down there. I got my job offer printed out so that I could hand it in. I left both of those there, though. So I'm going to have to redo all of that over here now and pay for it this time. But that shouldn't be a problem because now I have all my eDocs situated, because while I was over there on Friday, they called me and said, "Hey, did you get your eDocs email?" I'm like, "No." Well, I probably did, because I don't get notifications for my work email for some reason. So I was like, no, but I didn't check it, but I probably got it, because I always get it. Well, could find out that after I hang up with them, I don't have the eDocs information. Oh boy. Well, I wind up not calling them for the rest of the day because I'm dealing with my transcripts and printing out my other stuff. So I can't call them until Monday, yesterday. So I'm sitting on my butt, just waiting and waiting and waiting for Monday through the whole weekend, not being able to do all that stuff. I can't remember. I don't think I worked at all during the weekend, but I did do some stuff. I was caught up talking to somebody, sidetracked, waiting, whatever. Monday comes, yesterday comes, so I'm all up and at it. I'm just like, man, I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to get all this done. I'm going to get that done. I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get my eDocs information and all that. They called me yesterday morning. Nope. Because I was just like, well, I didn't get the email. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll resend it to you. And I'm like, okay, didn't get the email. I waited all day for them to give me the email, which was dumb. I should have called them, but I didn't. I was going to, but I didn't. Oh, good thing about yesterday, though, was this little girl's birthday. She's everywhere. It was her birthday yesterday. She turned 5. She has been there for me for everything. If it wasn't for Penny here, I would have gone crazy. She always knows when her daddy needs some love. Ain't that right, Penny? See, she can't even hear me. She is so wrapped up in whatever it is she's doing. Look at that Chowini Russell. Just a picture of health. But it was her birthday yesterday, so, I had to take her out. Because she loves car rides, but she hates car rides. So, anyways, whenever we left, I had to bring my sister home. So, I took Penny with us, and we went out, and then we had to go all over the place, because we went to McDonald's late at night, and then we had to go to Walmart to get a specific kind of queso dip that apparently only Dollar General has, and my mom didn't tell us that we can get this specific kind at Walmart until after we left. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna drop you off, and then I'm gonna get the queso at Dollar General on the way home. Well, on the way home, I stopped at Dollar General. They did not have anything even remotely close to the specific kind of queso dip that my mother wanted. So I was just like, well, you're just going to get this kind and you're going to like it. Because I was not driving all the way back to Moss Bluff to go get a specific. No. That's more in gas than I'd be willing to spend on the dang queso. But while I was in Dollar General, I got little Miss Penny a birthday present. We'll feature her again. Hello, Penny. Hello. But yeah, I got her a little birthday present. It was one of those bones, but it was like $1. It's like this big. Not the biggest, but it's one that she can handle. She didn't eat it. She did not. She uses it as a toy. Which, I mean, if she's gonna, at least she's gonna use it at, whatever she wants to use it for. It's her present. But, Dog would get birthday parties. That was Katie's dog. His name is Dog. He's a floppy little thing. He's not a little thing. He's just floppy. Anyways, he would get birthday parties with cake and ice cream, and they would get to eat cake and ice cream. Penny remembers that birthday party because that's the only one where ever she got cake and ice cream. So, but I figured if he can have a birthday party, Penny can have something. Celebrating 5 years of great service. So naturally, I celebrated with her, celebrated for her, took her out on a car ride, got her something for when we got home, and she was a good girl for the whole car ride, whatever. Today, oh my goodness. Okay, so today I woke up and I got out the door. I had to go get gas before I went to therapy this morning, which is a whole new ordeal because with work coming up, there's a car coming. That's why I'm going in reverse. Penny, out the road. Come on. Good girl. Stop it. Sometimes she just likes to stand there. It scares me. This guy is rolling up on me. Out the road. Stay out the road. But yeah, where was I? Hearing somebody clink. Where was I? What was I saying? And something about, oh yeah. So I had therapy today, and that's a debacle because I don't know. I start work next Monday, but I have all this crap I got to take care of before I start work, or else they'll delay my start date, which means they'll delay my paycheck, which means I will be screwed. So I have to figure out if I can still go to therapy and still work there, or if I have to give that up to work there. So, I'm at therapy. Therapy was really good today. Like, it was awesome. I love it because every time I come back from there, I'm amped. I'm in just a great mood because therapy is awesome. It really works wonders for me. Like, it really, really does. If you have a good therapist, you know what I'm talking about. Alright? Just the best. So, I start to leave, I leave. Alright? And, I tell them, I'll let you know if we can schedule again. I'll probably call you Monday or whatever and ask about it. They'll probably call me today and we'll talk about it. Sure enough, halfway home, I get a call from Miss Leah, who is the one who's supposed to. Why are you hopping around when you do that? Just stay in one place. It's okay. Don't rush it. I'm not going to explain what's going on over here. She might be constipated. Anyways, but Miss Leah called me. She's the one who's in charge of hiring me. And, so I asked her, and just like, because she wanted to know about information. Apparently, this is what she was calling for. Apparently, according to the answers I took on my OSHA questionnaire, I qualify. I'm one of the 25% of the people who apply who qualify for a pulmonary function test, which means they want to see if my lungs will work if I wear a respirator. I don't know what I wrote down to make them think that my lungs will not function with a respirator, but they seem to believe that. I don't even smoke. I do inhale a lot of secondhand smoke, but I don't smoke. So I don't know why. They told me that it's normal, but they want to see if it'll work, and she's never seen anybody not pass. Watch my luck. The way things have been going, I think I'll pass though. I really think that I've got the world by the horns by now, that I'm actually making it, or starting to make it. I say that. I'm probably about to get my knees cut out from under me. Either way, I'm prepared for that. I am ready. World, come at me. So, but that's what she was calling me to talk about. So I told her, while I got you on the phone, what's a good day for me to go to therapy? If I can do it. If I can't do it, that'll work out. I prefer to work, but if I can keep going, that would be helpful. Keep me in a good mood for work. And she's like, oh yeah, I took psychology. I am a very strong believer of going to therapy. And if you think that you still need to go, if you still want to go to therapy, if it's helping you, we'll make sure that we can do that for you. So she was very cool about it. She's like, well, most Fridays they have off. I'm guessing that means like it was like when we worked for Tina and James every other week, we would get Fridays off because we worked so hard during the week that we didn't have anything to do on Friday, but those were paid days off because we already did the work for Friday. I don't know if it's the same here because it'll probably be like when I worked in the plants. You work 10 hours days, so if you work 40 hours, that's, you get Fridays off. So, anyways, and I found out that my therapist, they close early on Fridays, but I always do morning appointments, so that works out fine for me. So I get off on Friday, if I'm off on a Friday, and I can go in at like 10 o'clock like I always do. Probably be there by 9:30 like every time. I like to be early. I don't know if I mentioned that. But that's how I do it. And I discussed it with her and him, and she said that worst comes to worst, they'll give me a longer lunch break or something so I can get into Sulphur. That really won't work because Lake Charles is on the other side of the line there between Sulphur. So I don't think a longer lunch break will actually cut it. But, you know, Tyler's, dang it, I said his name, trying to keep him anonymous. Know that he's not supposed to be. Whatever. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Nobody's gonna come looking. Anyways, he said that. What was I gonna say? I am so forgetful. Come on, Pan. Walk with me. I am so dang forgetful. I don't even remember what he said. What was it? Oh yeah, he's really cool. He said worst comes to worst, if we have to skip a week or whatever, your job is more important. You need to stay and work. So that's what my priority is. I'm gonna stay and work. You know, he's willing to schedule an appointment with me whenever I need, which is fine. And I'm willing to take a break from him if I need to for work. Good thing going. Okay, so the lady, Miss Leah, she sends me the email. Oh, by the way, she solved the problem with the eDocs, the electronic documents. She's like, please just check your spam folder. Check my what? Check your spam folder. It might have wound up in there, but I'll send you another one just in case. Just in case you didn't get the email, because I know you get mine. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Guess where 3 eDoc portals were? All of them in my spam folder. Why? This is for work. STS, whatever. Penny, walk with me, baby. I don't need to be walking up in strange people's yards with them outside. Don't like walking by people when they're outside. Especially when I'm doing this, because they think I'm weird. I am weird, but not that kind of weird. Oh, there you are. Come on, Pan. Anyways, all of it was in the spam folder. So Miss Leah sends me the link for the pulmonary test thing, and then she sends me the link for the eDocs. Well, I try to sign into the eDocs using the information they give me. That's not working. It's failing. It has now locked me out of my eDocuments, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So now I'm just sitting there looking at my eDocuments, and now I'm going over, since I got locked out, I might as well go over the location for the test thing. They said I don't have to schedule an appointment. I can just walk right in, so I can do it whenever this week. The sooner the better, but I can do it whenever. It rhymed. I'm a genius. Anyways, found out it's in Sulphur. Realized if I'd opened that email before I left the office that I was at for therapy, I probably could have went and done that today. I'm not going. I wasn't going back today. I'm not going all the way to Sulphur and then coming back and going right back to where I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow, go take care of all of my forms and everything. Apparently, I'm gonna have to fax some stuff because we live in the 1800s. I had fax back then. Even in the 1900s, they didn't use fax. Gah, dang America. But no, I have to fax in these forms. Anybody else who lives in the 21st century have to use a fax machine? I mean, who's my age? Anybody? Is faxing normal for you people? Like, really? These companies that have been around for like 40 plus years never stopped using fax machines. So, I guess they just think that it's still relevant in today's world to use a fax machine. Granted, I see the importance because I have to take these papers because I can't email them because of something that malfunctioned. I have to send them in or give them in. So the best way to do that without taking forever would be to fax because it'll send the papers right away. That being said, I still think faxing, I still think there's a better way to do it. But it's not all bad. I see the logic behind it. But, so while I'm going over that, I get a call. They check on me. Okay, they call and check me in for the day, make sure I'm getting everything situated, make sure I don't have any questions, all that jazz. This lady's really nice. I love this lady who calls me. Okay, she's like awesome. She's super sweet. Found out today she's Asian, but she doesn't sound like it. It's just, she's really cool. Whatever. Very nice. She's a very nice lady. She said that she had just started working there earlier this year, or like she's only been there for like a year or 8 months, or a year and 8 months, something like that. Like, she's fairly new is what she was basically trying to get across. But she's really nice. She's been really helpful. I wish I could give her a review to send in to her, whatever. She's done really good. Tried to tell Miss Leah that, but I didn't know her name. Of course, I don't know if it's the same lady because the names keep changing, but they keep sounding like the same person. So I don't know what's going on. I think it was the same lady today because me and her had a long conversation. But anyways, she helped me situate the eDocs thing, helped me get to where I can sign in, and where I can make my own password so that I could keep signing in instead of having it fail every freaking time. So I took care of that today. Okay, so these forms you have to fill out within an hour, or they're void and you can't do it again. So they made me fill out a third application. Yeah, a third application after the two I've already done. And they want 10 years of work experience on there with no gaps. The only one I can write down is for group contractors, which was earlier this year. The only one I can write down. Because I'm doing this off of my phone. I'm scared that if I exit out to go look up information, that it's going to void the thing. And I'm going to have to redo it or re-get on there, and I'm going to be wasting time. Thank God I found my pink slip from when they, let everybody go. But anyways, that is the stupidest. I'm 19. So you want 10 years of work experience with no gaps from me? I'm 19. Oh yeah, I started working in the factory when I was 9. Yeah, they were really good to me. I made 20 cents an hour. Very, very well paid. No. What? I barely started work when I was 15. 14 even. 14 I would go work with Mr. Gene on Saturdays, There's no way I could have 10 years of work experience with no gaps. So I basically just went down the list, wrote NA in the names of the companies, and hit, finish. I'm done. Whatever. Nope, you're not done. You gotta give start dates and end dates. Are you freaking serious? Okay, fine. So I wrote 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, whatever. All zeros. Unclicked it, and it canceled out the whole thing I wrote down. Really, we're gonna play this game. Okay, fine. I just wrote 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And just kept doing that. Well, whenever I finished that, it wound up being January 1st, 1900. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. So, I hit click, and it's like, oh, these dates don't add up. I'm just like, are you serious? Just like, you can't have worked in 1900. There's no way you're not old enough. Fine. Fine. I wrote all the dates for 1990. I changed it from 1900 to 1999. Still didn't work out because there were gaps that were longer than 12 months. Okay, fine. Well, my job for group, I got hired January 21st, 2019, and got let go in March. So on the very bottom, on the last one, I changed the date to December 31st, 2018. Finally let me through. Now I'm going to have to explain a lot of non-jobs to upper management. Just be like, yeah, your form was just so dumb, it would not let me go. I don't have 10 years of work experience, more like 5. But I promise I'm a good worker. That was the dumbest thing ever. And I still gotta go. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, I'm yawning. No, and I still gotta go take care of the papers and stuff and get everything faxed, which I'm gonna go do tomorrow. Hopefully, the library has a fax machine. It should. And apparently, if not there, FedEx. If I can find a FedEx. So, all should be good in the neighborhood pretty and fairly soon. And when it isn't, it will be. That makes no sense, but it does. Geez, I still got like half of my walk to go. It took me like 30 minutes to walk down here. Oh well. I'm not going to be on here for another 30 minutes. I'm running out of stuff to say. So. But yeah, today was eventful. The emotional roller coaster I've been on for the past few days has been crazy. I will say that I've been in and out, feeling upset. I'm not saying that I'm going to keep being upset because I'm really trying not to. I'm trying to see the bright side, and it's working to an extent, I was able to come this far within a month. Just getting everything ready and situated. Getting this job, getting my diploma, getting all this, getting all that. Within a month, I was able to get this far. Now, the only reason that upsets me is because 2 or 3 months ago, if I would have actually put in this effort, the amount of effort that it took me to get this far, I would not be in the situation I'm in. I would be in a better place right now. Not a better place. I would be in a different place. I can't say whether or not it would have been a better place. But I would be in a different situation. I wouldn't feel alone. If you guys are catching what I'm laying down here. But I mean, it took that happening to push me forward. It took that happening for me to realize that they were right and I was wrong. That I had less ambition than I was supposed to, and that I wasn't trying hard enough. It took that happening for me to realize that they were right, which it shouldn't have taken that, but it did. God knew that it was going to take that it was going to motivate me, that it was going to push me, and it did. So it took that for me to make my resume. It took that for me to get on Indeed. It took that for me to follow up on jobs, fill out applications. It took that for me to start saving money again, start working on my car again. It took that for me to try for my future. It took that for me to realize what I was taking for granted, what I wasn't doing, what I needed to do. I'm thankful in a way for it. I'm thankful that I was able to learn from it and that I realized my mistakes that were going on at that time and that I was wrong. I was wrong to be that way. At the same time, I wish I wouldn't have had to learn that. Do your best. Do the best you can in life. Don't just sit around and wait for everything. There's a time where you have to be patient. There's a time where you have to let things play through. But I will tell you, if opportunity knocks, answer the door. And if it doesn't, if it never comes to you, you go to it. You make it happen. I sat on my butt waiting for 5 years, waiting for good opportunity. Life passing me by as I wait. It was horrible. If you just wait and wait and wait without actually doing anything, you're just going to keep struggling. And if you finally get somewhere where you feel like you're going to make it and you get complacent and you just don't care, you get knocked on your butt again and you're not going to try. Because now if you try, you're just a failure. Why would you want to try? Opportunity will come knocking like it did last time. It's okay. You don't want to think that. Get up off your butt. Try. Even if you don't think you'll succeed, you will. You'll either succeed in learning or you'll succeed in whatever it is you're doing. That's the best way to learn, is to give it a try. Always try. And you'll always succeed. It's a very outplayed quote. Or a very played out quote. But, the thing about, what is it? You only truly fail when you stop trying. Success it's not about winning, it's about not giving up. It's about perseverance. It's about struggling to get where you want to go. It's not about waiting. Sometimes it is. Like I said, sometimes you do have to wait. You have to wait and let things fall into place. Don't be like me, though. Don't wait for 5 years thinking opportunity is going to fall in your lap. You can pray. God hears you. But faith without works is dead. You have to put in an effort. You have to try. I can tell my dad all I want. Hey, I want a car. Hey, can you help me get a car? Hey, can I get a car? I really want a car. And he can tell me all he wants. Yeah, son, you can get you a car. Yeah, get you a car. I want a car too. That's never going to do anything. All that's going to do is make me angry because I don't have one, instead of me getting out there and trying to get one. See the analogy working here? Yeah, I do. But that's pretty much the whole deal right now. I'm trying, and because I'm trying, all my opportunities are lining up. Because I got up off my butt and decided to finally do something, that's when opportunity starts lining up. Because I'm deciding to make that opportunity. I'm deciding to make change. Deciding my life is not good enough the way it is. I want change. So I'm taking it. Best thing for me. And even though there are times where I'm down, where I'm upset, where I'm sad, because things have to be the way they have to be, I still outweigh it with the good, because my life would not have changed. It would not have changed if things stayed the same. Life is not about being stagnant. You see stagnant water, it's nasty, it's gross, it's full of mosquitoes. Nasty, stagnant water. You don't drink stagnant water. That being said, I don't want my life to be stagnant water. You guys should feel the same way. It's hard to get going. But once you get going, I haven't been in school in a long time, but one of the laws is not like a law in government, but it's like an object in motion tends to stay in motion, and an object in rest tends to stay at rest. Keep that in mind, because if you're at rest, you're not going to want to get up and do anything. You're not going to feel like getting up and going to work in the morning. You're not going to want to feel like getting up and going to look for a job. You're at rest. But if you start propelling yourself forward, you will stay in motion. There are going to be times where you're going to need to sit down, but you're still going to be moving forward. It's going to be great, really. The fact that I'm moving forward has elevated me so much. It just helps me out. It totally elevates my mood from where I was, because all I was doing was sitting in the house all day, not getting anything done. Now, I'm out of the house almost all the time, taking care of business, getting stuff done, moving towards my future, doing research. I'm semi-political, so I'm doing research into politics now, a little bit, little by little. You know? I'm about to have a job. I'm going to be able to pay back debts for stuff that happened over a year ago. I'm going to be able to get my car fixed. I'm going to be able to spruce it up and then sell it and get a different car, like a truck, which is what I really want. I'm going to be able to take care of myself. I'm going to be able to buy food so I can cook my own meals. Eventually, I'll be able to buy an apartment. Life keeps moving forward as long as you don't keep looking back. Anyways, that's enough preaching out of me, you guys. I don't know if y'all liked hearing it or if y'all really cared about it, but that's about enough of it. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys move on with your lives. I will be back. Don't know when. Might be shaved. I don't know. They make you wear a respirator at work, which means I might have to get rid of this or at least trim it down, which I really don't want to do, because then I'll look like a skinhead. But you gotta do what you gotta do. That's really gonna make me miss Katie, because of the fact that she is the only person who liked me shaved or thought that it looked good. Everybody else, myself included, hates when I shave. I wouldn't say hates when I shave, because they're supportive, but everybody thinks it looks better when I grow it out, because I have baby face. Baby face sucks. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. There goes Penny. She's shooting off towards the door. But yeah, let you guys know when I make my next upload. See you guys later.